Hey, big man. Can you
Hello,
hear me?
boss.
Hey, my guy. My guy. What's good? What's good?
Yeah,
People
I'm
said
good. I'm
people say
good.
you're shy. That's why we didn't see you. You're shy to join in. You're fear. What are you scared of? You're scared I'll ask you too many hard questions. Is that it? Don't be scared, my brother.
Well, I'm not.
You tell me you've done this
Uh,
before, right?
Well,
Okay, so you know what? Let's just go into it. Yep, I know that you're quite a busy man with all the list of stuff that you have generally lined up on a daily basis. I've seen you during your grind, so I know what's up. So let's just go dig straight into it. Yep, you're fast
yes.
becoming something of what they call the Renaissance man. You know what that means, right? Basically, what it is
Well,
that
I'm not the
you've
I'm
got.
not the PhD holder yet.
No, well, but you're gradually you're gradually becoming that kind of a guy because you have your hands in so many things. You're doing so much, and you're doing so much within your community. I mean, every other video that I have seen being done on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, as wealthy shares is there. You're like the Don Jazzy, the Clarence Peters, the all of them joined together. You're like that guy, especially in Finland, especially in Scandinavia. How do you manage to pull all these things off and still be in one piece? Please, what's the secret? Hey, Ches, guess what? You're. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You're breaking.
I can hear you.
Okay, you're breaking. You're breaking. You're breaking. Your audio is breaking.
Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Let
Okay, it's
me
good now. It's
try.
much better.
Is it good
Okay.
now?
Yeah, it's good now. It's good.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So, as I said, I'm
You
being
know what you
able
can
to.
do? You know what you can do? Reduce the volume at your end. Reduce the
I
volume.
should.
Yes, reduce your volume. Yes, so that because you're clipping. Just reduce it a little bit. Maybe that will help. Hey,
Okay. Let me do something.
Big Fish is following us. I see Big Fish is there.
Okay,
Mr. Big Fish is there.
let me do without this. Is
Okay,
it okay
okay.
like
Yeah,
this?
yeah, yeah. That's fine. That's
Okay,
fine. All
probably
right.
it's the airport that is
Okay,
causing
okay,
this.
okay. So,
So,
tell me.
as I said, can you hear me now?
I can
I
hear you
think
clearly.
this
Yep,
should.
yep.
Okay, so as I said, I think it's being selfless and being kind of, how would I put it, like ready to help
Okay,
and impact. Um, I'm not money driven.
okay.
That's one thing that has actually helped me. I'm more or less like, okay, let me impact and also earn something out of it. At
Okay.
the end of the day, things which are gonna pay me is gonna set themselves up. So I'm not all about like, okay, the small 20 euros, 50 euro or 150 euro that I can get now and then
Yep.
yeah. So I think it's my passion to help. That's
Yep.
what it is.
Okay. So you say passion. Is passion enough? Is it
Yeah,
enough?
passion is not
How do
enough
you how do you pay the
as you
bills? How do you pay the bills
passion.
with passion?
Yeah, passion is not enough. You understand? You have to give up something to have
Yep.
something.
Okay.
A lot of people who are not in the spotlight is because they can't give up what we call the money, right?
Okay.
Uh, and then for me, I've been able to set up my core. You understand very well that I'm not. I have like multiple streams of income that if
Okay.
anything happens today, I'm able to stabilize. So
Okay.
you can see sometimes, okay, yeah, it's just like that. It's a background work. It's not about what you see. It's all about what is down there. So that's what keeps me going. I have my core grind. I have
Okay. Wait.
different
Let's
streams
take it.
of
Let's
income.
take it like this. Let's break it down. Let's bring it down to the basics. Okay. So I want
Yeah.
to start. I want to start today. I want to improve my situation today. What do I need to do? Because like I said, it's passion enough. You love what you do, but okay, like the artist, for instance, like the musician, right? The up and coming,
Awesome.
right? He
Yes.
has he
Yes.
has a dream. He has a passion. He wants to be way up there, right?
Mm.
What does he need to do to make? I mean, I've seen that you are an influencer. You do all these motivational speaking gigs that you have. What do I need to do as an upstart to get to the level to be able to create? Now, the key thing is the environment. We're living in Finland. This A lot of Africans believe that living in Finland is one of the hardest places on earth to make a living,
Mm.
to make an impact anywhere. How have
Mm.
you been able to manage and navigate your way through this specific community?
Uh, for me, I think what has worked for me is uh, being able to focus on a particular audience.
Yeah.
Uh, I've seen in a way that I'm not like, okay, people think I'm like super there
Yeah.
everywhere, but I have my core. Like I have the foundation of like,
Okay.
okay, I want to work with this set of people. I want to impact this set of people, and I'm going for it. That has been one of the key things, and also, for example, as I said, having multiple source of income that can make you sacrifice as much
Okay.
as you want to. So, like for example, like there are a lot of things we can do to make money. You
Okay.
understand? Okay, you can set up, investment.
Okay.
You can do a lot of things on the ground. You understand? You don't need to, for example, you don't need to be the one to do something to make money off of it.
Okay.
So you can be the middle person and get something, and then you outsource it. So outsourcing is one of the key things.
Outsourcing.
Also,
Yep.
yeah. So as for me, specifically for artists who wants to do things,
Yeah.
in their community, who wants to do to impact and create more,
Okay.
is, well, if you have your side hustle that is paying you 1,000, for example,
Okay.
yeah, instead of saving that 1,000 in your bank account that will not increase in any way,
Yeah.
why not divide it into two?
Okay.
Put some in ETFs. You have stocks. You have different things that you can put your money, well vetted and verified, that can earn you something.
Okay.
At the end of the that can multiply you as an artist. Then you're able to create, because it's all about money anyway. At the end
Yeah.
of the day, you
Yeah, talking
understand?
talking about
So
money, talking about let me cut you short there. We live, like I said at the very beginning, we live in a very different environment. Okay, you made a valid point about how an artist needs to divide the income, the money that they have when it comes to their product. Right? You talked
yeah.
about putting 80% and 10% here and 10% there. That's a valid
Uh,
point, right? But is it realistic? How realistic is it when this particular artist has to go and do a cleaning job? I mean, we're saying it as it is. Say it as it
yeah,
is. It is
raw,
what it
raw,
is. You know
raw.
what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So he has to do a cleaning job in the morning and still continue in the evening to do another restaurant job at night, and he's still an artist following his passion. How realistic is it? Where's he going to get that money from? How do you how
Well,
do you how do you
the
put
salary
streams of
comes,
income?
right?
Yep.
Sir, the salary comes at the end of the month, right?
Okay.
The salary comes. You understand? So as I said, for example, like you mentioned that, okay, I was analyzing on your
Yep.
comment. Is it's quite simple, because especially in our environment here, I see a lot of artists focusing on the least important thing in their career.
Okay.
For example, I see a lot of artists going to shop, buying Gucci, buying stuff that is
Okay.
not necessary to push you forward as an artist. You understand? Why not take a step back, live a little bit not too luxury, you know?
Yeah.
Of course, you need to keep up as an artist. You understand? Balance things up. You understand? Okay, you want to produce, you want to do things.
Yeah.
Make sure that you are allocating budget to what we put you into the spotlight.
Okay.
You understand? So it's just being practical enough. Different conditions of artists will be there, but
Yeah.
that is why you need someone to help you.
Okay.
You need someone like A.
We'll
No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
You need someone like A who is going to open your eyes. He's into. I think I've been on your page for. You're into consulting. You're into different management and all of those things. You can help them because you understand. It's quite important for them.
Yeah.
So that's
what about
time?
About. What about time? You have all these ideas.
There
what about
is time.
How do you manage
Yes,
time? You have 24 hours in one day. How do you manage?
If you can't dedicate that time, if you can't sacrifice your sleep, then it's not your passion. To be honest, it's truly not.
Okay.
Because if you're passionate about it, if you even finish in the mid, I'm not being like unrealistic here.
Okay.
It's what I do. You understand? I go out, I work 5 hours, 7 hours, I come in, I eat, I talk to my family, my friends. After that, I'm going to sit on this desk. If I bring up my desk to you, if I turn this place to you, you'll be surprised.
Okay.
You understand? It's just like a production, station.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? So sometimes I stay till midnight, till 3, till 2. It's all about sacrifice.
Yeah.
Artists need to sacrifice. You can make, in fact, the best of all beats come in the midnight. As the like of different artists like that. They make music when everybody's asleep. That's when they put things together.
Creativity,
so
creativity is
there will not be enough time. That's the real fact. But once you're passionate and you want to succeed as an artist, as a musician, then you need to sacrifice that time.
Hey, there, before we go on, you know, I have a few other questions that I need to ask you. Very critical. So let's just give a shout out. If you can see, I can see some of those that are joining us. Right? So I'll just give. I see Big Fish, of course. OT's there. Who is this other one? Recon RCCG Helsinki.
That's my
So you know, so everyone who has joined us for this chat, this particular rundown that we're doing right now, welcome. Thank you for being a part of it. Finland. Let's still remain in Finland. We're talking about creativity. I know that as a videographer, as a camera, I've worked with you lots of times on different projects. Some of the biggest concerts that I've had, you were part of it. In fact, some of them I didn't even give you any money. This is where the passion came, and you put in 110% into it. Now, when we're looking at from the eyes of a cameraman, from the eyes, you know, you're always behind the camera. Are there things that you see that we don't see? What is it that you're looking for that we don't see when you're behind the camera? What are the key things that you're looking for? What is that thing that you see that we don't see? Why is it you that people come to first? What is it about Wealthy Shares? What is it about you as a person, as a creative that is different? Why are you different? Why can't I pick somebody off the street and you laugh?
Yeah, I think we need to ask the audience.
Okay.
Let them say, why did they choose Wealthy Shares? I know most of the people have worked in that year.
Yeah.
But the reason for me, the reason why I feel people choose me, sometimes it's going to be obvious to you.
Yeah.
I might not be right,
but
I think it's because is it meticulous, and I'm quite disciplined. When I'm working, I'm super focused. I'm result driven. I want to give the best to any of the person who works with me. You understand? And I'm not distracted when I'm working. I'm
Very spot
I'm
on.
about my grind.
I think
Like,
for me,
yeah.
I think it has to do, at least the reason why I often come to you, if I can't find you, I go into panic, is because of your personality. For me, it's mostly because of your personality. And of course, because you're the only African I know with red head. But if there's something I don't really like about you, it's not that I don't like. If there's something that I noticed about, is your pants. Your pants are pretty tight. Why do you wear your pants so tight? That's a discussion for another day. Just throwing you off course. Where else have you worked besides Finland in terms of your craft?
Well, I think I've worked in Nigeria few.
Okay.
I started, well, the whole thing started in Nigeria. I've worked also, well, Sweden.
Okay.
Like, I've traveled, but it's not my base. Basically,
Okay.
it's just like, okay, we want to do something in this thing. And most of them are still like, hey, you are not even fully paid. You are
Yeah.
not even getting enough that you need. Some are like, oh, we are going to pay your flight, we're going to pay
Yeah.
your accommodation. Please help us.
Yeah.
You understand? So because I'm building something, which
Yeah.
is the brand, the personality.
Okay.
You understand?
Brand. That's a
I'm
good
not,
word that you just brought now. We're going to talk about that. Right.
yeah.
We're going to talk
So
about that.
I'm not super like interested in like too much of like, oh, money, money, money. I've just closed. Basically, after now, I'm going to
Yeah.
talk about a wedding I'm going to shoot in Estonia.
Okay.
It's still going to be like, oh, we don't have budget, but still, it's because of this thing I want to do. I want to help.
Yeah.
We're friends. Like, we should be able to give that
Yeah.
small
Support. Yeah.
consideration and still maintain some level of profitability. You
Does
get?
it? Does
So
it? Does
why
it?
build?
Yeah. Does it? Okay. What to you is success? When do you think that you're successful? What does it mean to you?
When success is when the people I'm working with are happy,
Okay.
and then at the end of the day, I'm also happy. It's
There's a
both
reason I
parties
there's a reason I
happy.
asked. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a reason I asked, right? It has to do with the fact that you have, going back to the artist, going back to you, you have a song right now, and it has
Yes.
what they call blow. Everybody's listening to it. It's banging. It's all on the radio. It's everywhere, and then you sleep on that. Is that success? What are you looking for as success?
So, well, continuity.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Continuity, being consistent. That's what it is,
Yeah.
and also being happy while you do it. It's basically, those are things. Success is not like, oh, something you just achieve and you like, oh yeah, it's every day, everything, every new idea you put into and
Yeah.
it's working. Success. Everything the money comes into your account. Success. You are making your client happy. You've been successful. Like it's a
It's a
regular
continuous thing.
thing.
That
It's a
that and
continuous
that
thing.
brings us to the issue of branding, of brand. I guess would a brand that has sustained time be something that you would call successful? Is that what you
I
would?
didn't get that. I didn't get
For instance,
the.
okay, I'll give you an example. Okay, see this mug here. I don't know if it's visible enough.
Yes,
for you
it's
to see.
visible.
Do
Yes.
you know this one?
Is it a movie or something?
Yeah, the Moomin cups.
Yes.
The Moomin cups. Okay. Do you know that this brand, this particular brand, it's made by a company called Arabia, Finland? Do you know that this brand has been in existence in Finland for over 140 years?
Insane. Yes.
140 years. Okay. I'm not boasting. I don't mean to boast, but this time out, the shirt that I'm wearing, right? I usually get them from. Yeah. I'm advertising right now. They didn't pay me for this. You understand? But it's based in Finland. It's from Finland. It's a company called Petri Fun. They're based in Kuopio, in Finland. Right? They've been around since 1973. You understand? You get to that level, and then do you say you're successful, even if you're not known around the world? Is that a mark of success? to you? I
It
mean,
is.
you talk about this all the
It
time.
is. It is. It is. Creating impact
Yeah.
that stands forever is it's enough to keep you going
Yeah.
anyways. You understand? But still, moving, they're still creating, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I met, in fact, I actually met one of the one guy who has a company that they flip the how would I put it? It's like a fleet market for this moving car.
Okay.
It's quite expensive.
They
You
are. They're
understand?
close to
It's,
30 euros and more, up to
I'm like,
60, 100
he
euros
said,
for one.
yeah, he said they are making like almost 1 million turnover a year just with the mugs.
Yeah.
You understand? I said, look, so it's something. Any, like, for example, the founder now
Yeah.
is like, yeah, this is successful because people have reckoned with it. People are always attracted to it, like that. So if you're a brand that someone is always attracted to,
Yeah.
then it's a successful thing. It's a
Okay.
success. It's something of, of pride. You understand? So yeah,
Two questions. I'll give you two questions back to back, right?
Okay.
Quality, right? What quality and size? Does size really matter? Get your head out of the gutter right now, okay?
I'm with you.
Okay, size. So here we have all these our brothers and sisters on Instagram, social media, because that's where you know those are things that you talk about and how they can grow, how they can improve. Does size really matter? We're talking about how many followers. We're talking about how many subscribers. We're talking about how many people have viewed their videos. You know, does size really matter in those terms? Does it really determine what is quality or not?
I would say no. I would say no, but I wouldn't say it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
It's the combination of the two. You understand? Once you have that quality,
Yeah.
then you have a chance to multiply, which
Yeah.
is the quantity, right?
Yeah.
Either by number or either by number of customers
Yeah.
or number of followers or number of people who are interested in your stuff.
Yeah.
It goes hand in hand, in my opinion.
Okay.
You understand? Like, let's be realistic. People are number driven.
Okay.
For example, investor,
Okay.
you have a big idea and then you're like, oh, this is the product, this is the concept. Okay, okay, show us your number.
Yep.
Well, before they can, so that number is very important, but it's not the main thing. It's not what determines the quality.
Yep.
There are a lot of numbers out there, but empty.
Yeah. But isn't that what they call like counterintuitive in terms of the fact that we talk, for instance, we talk about numbers growing. We talk about how you can achieve success at a faster rate, right? And we're talking about, okay, do this and do that and do that so that your views will grow. Do this and do that so that your numbers and all that will grow. And here we are
Yes.
still talking about the fact that, oh, those numbers don't really matter. Are we on the same page here?
No,
Where's the
everything
balance?
is everything is let's understand it. Once
Okay.
you understand it, you understand, then it's less stress. You
Okay.
understand? And the thing is, some people focus on like getting the numbers, but not the core.
Yeah.
You want to get the numbers, but you don't want to give anything. You don't want to. You don't want to sacrifice. You don't want to sacrifice the time. You don't want to sacrifice
Okay,
to
true.
solve the problem of those who are actually those who you currently have. You understand? You're not
Yeah.
focusing on putting yourself together as a person. You get, and you want to grow the numbers. It will not work. It won't. You understand? Like it's just it won't work. We just need to put that effort to ourselves, the quality.
Into it, yeah.
You understand? And then the quantity we show off. It's just like a
Okay.
result of what you put in.
Yep.
So we cannot put aside that quality, that following, that number,
Yeah.
everything. It's they all work together.
There's an issue that has been bothering a lot of Africans across the world. Okay, I had an interview recently with a renowned journalist in Finland, and the issue that we talked about had to do with cultural appropriation. Mighty big word. Basically, what it means is that, I mean, remember
Complex.
I talked about you looking through the lens and what you see. Are we giving away too much of our culture to outsiders? Do we need to protect it more? What are we doing? Because here we are in Finland. Should we be sharing more or should we be sharing less of us?
Yes, sir. In this topic, I would
Yeah.
say we need to share more.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because, well, culture in the sense is it has been created. When you look at it, it has been created to share.
Okay.
You share your culture with somebody. You should be very happy that someone is, trying to learn about your culture and also demonstrate it. So in my own opinion, when you talk about cultural appropriation,
Yeah.
I think it's something we should rather embrace
Yeah.
and encourage than trying to take the power to ourselves and
Yeah.
try to hold it, because then we don't spread abroad.
Well,
In my opinion, yeah.
before you continue, hold on. I'm reading a comment here from I am the real underscore John, right? Right. We are
Okay,
not
yes.
sharing enough. He agrees with you. And then there's Paula. Yeah, I
Paula,
agree. You have
yes.
to share your culture and more
Awesome.
and more. Right, right, right. So wow, a
Awesome.
lot of people are on your side today. Yeah. So
Well,
continue. You can
I don't
continue. You
know.
can continue. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So overall, like I've seen a lot of story, different examples. Like, well, people appreciate us. That's why they want to
Be part of it. Yeah.
be part of the culture. You understand? There is difference between like somebody doing something inappropriate.
Yep.
You understand? And then I think people just confuse the two together, that
Okay.
it's cultural inappropriation. So
Yeah.
appropriation, sorry. So like we should try and understand that, okay, if someone is trying to represent a particular culture,
Yep.
and then they've given the usual credit, they've sacrificed time to learn. Probably
Yeah.
some people from Western world, they travel abroad to
Yeah.
Africa to learn how things are being done, and then they come back to Europe or America or Asia, and then they start demonstrating it. That is
Okay.
not cultural appropriation.
Appropriation. Yeah.
it's 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 how would I call it? It's appreciation, the
Okay.
opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my opinion,
Okay. So
because
would
we
you
should.
say we should share more? Would you
Yes.
say that it's reciprocal? Is it would you say that we're getting as much as we're giving? For instance, I'll give you one typical example. But like back home, uh, if 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 you if you're an African and then you come home and then all of a sudden you don't want to use your hand to eat eba or pounded yam anymore. You want to use fork and knife. Eh? They will say, "Oh, look at this one. Yeah, you have turned to what do you call
To Igbo life.
oh, to Igbo, you have turned to white man. Yeah, yeah. It sounds where is the balance in that? What should we take? What should we give? What should we leave behind? What is good? What is bad? I'll give you another example. While you're still cooking up on that one, right? We're here sharing
I'm,
nuggets,
I'm,
man.
I'm
You know
with
what I'm
you.
saying?
I'm
Yeah.
with you. I'm with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we see somebody with blonde hair and very blue eyes, and then that person has cornrows. Then the African woman is upset that, hey, why are you copying my stuff? Meanwhile, you say it's appreciation. What there was the album by what's her name now? The Queen Bee, Beyonce. One of the reasons why it didn't do well was because Africans felt that she was stealing our artists and stealing our music. Is there any truth in that. Is it possible that, you know what I'm saying?
I get
You're
you.
smart.
I
So I
get
guess there's something that you want to tell me. Yeah, go ahead, share.
Yeah. In this kind of situation, like people see some things in the surface and then they had
Mm.
meaning to it, right?
Yeah.
When we talk about the root, you
Yeah.
understand? When we talk about the root, those kind of things shouldn't be considered as cultural appropriation, in my opinion, in any way.
Okay.
But people, do you know, people will always say something, right? People will
Right.
always get angry at things. People will always say, oh, yeah, why will you be wearing this? Why will you be
Mm.
wearing braids when it's not for you? Why will you be doing this when it's not for you? Like, but have you asked that, oh, how? Wow, this is interesting. How
Mm.
did you get about to know that this is, then you tend to understand that, oh yeah, because I went to this thing and it's so
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. I would like to, that is what we want.
Yeah.
Forget about every other thing. Leave it to anyone. You understand? Try to understand
Mm.
and also in, give knowledge about
Yeah.
our culture rather
Okay.
than condemning what is
Mm.
being done or what you see.
Mm.
So that is my stand. And I will not
Okay.
say anything more than that.
Yeah.
Is we need to allow as many people to represent our culture as much as
As
possible.
possible. Yeah.
And that is my own stand in this
Okay.
topic, in my
Mm.
opinion.
Yeah. So what are you
Yeah.
working on now? What are you doing? What is Wealthy Shares? Oh, by the way, let's just tell everyone, those that are just joining us, those that are have been following us. I am talking to Mr. Wealthy Shares. What does that even mean? Wealthy Shares, is that you're loaded, you're rich, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, kind
You're
of.
where did you get that from?
Oh well, it's self-giving, so
Okay.
it's,
You're
yeah,
aiming for
it's,
the big bucks.
yeah, for the
For the
for the
major
future.
one. So what are you working on now? Tell us where do we find you? What are you working on now? What's going on right now with
Um,
you? Are there any big
well,
projects going on?
yeah, there are big projects going
Mm.
on.
Yeah.
Uh, the main thing is just my platform.
Yeah.
We are growing, and
Yeah.
then we are listening to our audience. We are working
Mm.
with statistics. We are trying to go global with
Yeah.
music video hype, a promotional platform for,
Okay.
up and rising
Mm.
musicians. And also currently, I became a co-founder of Afrogain, strictly Afrobeat streaming platform.
Okay.
So it's a pleasure. I think the founder is here online. I'm not sure if he has left.
What's his
So
name?
it was a pleasure.
What's his name?
Joe by name.
Okay.
Joe.
Okay.
Yeah. So he called upon he called me and then he shared the vision and said he wants me to be part of the platform, to
Okay.
be one of the co-founders. So
Mm.
we've been working on that. Also, it's an intense project. We still spoke today on how we're going to move forward. So apart from that, is just building the business, positioning myself
Yeah.
more, and then reflecting on how to scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is with
Mm.
wealthy shares now. It's just, yeah.
That's what he's doing. So, as a
Trying
lot of
to,
our brothers and sisters, a lot of Africans living here, a lot of them don't actually believe that investing here is the future for them. They make the money and then they send it back home. I know they oftentimes, I mean, that's a common thing that you have to take care
yeah.
of the people back home, right?
Mm.
Is it wise? Would you say it's wise to take money back home and set up businesses there, or would the smart thing be to use that money here? There are two sides to it. There are two arguments to that. What do you think?
Uh, for me, I think having a balance will be good.
Okay. How?
Having a balance,
Okay.
as I said, if you have, well, for example, 10,000 euros,
Yeah.
leave 5,000 in here, 5,000 back home.
Okay.
That's what I would say, because don't we shouldn't forget our roots. That's one of the
Okay.
things.
Mm.
We shouldn't let the people down back home. And also right here, we should, because this is where we live. This is our our
Yes.
second home. We should also invest in the economy. You know, if you have an idea, you want to set up a business, go for it, set it up.
Okay.
The sky is the starting point. You know, that's what I believe. You
But
know, be
is
part
Finland
of
the
the
place?
system.
Is Finland the place?
Well, yes, sir. I think you are more experienced.
Ah, look
You,
at him. Wise guy throwing it back
you
at
are,
me.
yeah, because you're more experienced in this. You've been here for several years.
Yeah.
I've only spent like about 7 years in Finland. No, almost
Yeah, but
like 6 years.
we often say it's not how long, but it's how well. You can stay here for 50 years and
Yeah,
still be
yeah, I
rubbish.
understand.
Yeah, you
I
understand. So
understand.
yeah, so you know
I
what I'm saying.
understand.
So you have a
Yeah,
different take on what's going on. You have a
yeah.
different approach. So give us your insight. What should we do? What should people who want to know? What should they do? Where should they be focusing? Where should they be setting their sights? Because people, I must admit that Africans are some of the hardest working individuals in any part of the
I
world.
mean,
You
we are
understand?
hardworking,
So
bro.
so but they want a situation where they want to now start considering generational wealth, right?
Hmm.
Not just money. What should they do? What should they be looking at? Which areas?
For me, I would say like more of like self-development.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you uh impact it, if you kind of let me even be, I don't want to go with grammar or anything. So
Okay.
if you develop yourself to the level at which you are a hot cake,
Yeah.
man, people are gonna look for you despite your color
Okay.
or anything. You understand? Develop yourself, position yourself, and be passionate about what you do. Wow. Well, sometimes all of these things will require money. You
Yes.
understand? Some of them, you know, you have to put in a lot of resources to position in that sense. So,
Okay.
but overall is to put to add value to yourself.
Okay.
You understand? As you add value to others. You understand? So, but I don't know if you want me to go something practical.
That's
I don't
another
know,
discussion
but
for another day. I think
yeah. So,
one problem we have is that a lot of people see us more from the entertainment or from music, they haven't really seen, okay, where are the Africans? I mean, there are Africans that are born here. Where are they in the police? Where are they in government? Where are they in politics? Where are they in business? Where I don't see them. Why? So that's why I'm asking, is Finland the place? Our friend, the real underscore John, says opportunities in Finland are massive.
they are.
He obviously loves. What do you guys know that I don't know?
Yeah, well, I think John should be one of your next guests.
Okay, let's
John,
see.
John, John,
John, I
yeah,
hope you
John,
can hear
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah. I think John should be one of the next guests, so that because we've had several discussions on how we can be impactful, how
Yeah.
we can increase our share
Yeah.
in the Finnish economy. You
Yes.
understand?
And we're not
When they
taking
say,
away.
okay,
We're adding
how
value,
many,
right?
yeah, adding value.
Yeah.
How many of the foreigners have
Yes.
earned €1 million turnover in Finland? We should have at least maybe 50.
Yes.
You understand? That is the goal. You understand? And that is why we're trying to set up something that is rooted, that is established from Finland. You know, I mean, let's see. Time will tell. The
Yeah.
new platform that are coming, Afro Pro, one of the platforms to connect footballers to Europe.
Yeah.
Afro Game is everything Afro-centric. You can
Okay.
hear the word Afro Game, Afro Pro, Afro something, something Afro. You know, like we people are working, but
Yeah.
the thing is, we need to connect
Next somehow
to the
we
people,
need a
the locals.
yep,
Yes, we
some
need
kind of,
to
yep,
connect with the
true, true, true,
locals. You
true,
understand?
true,
We need to
true.
network more. We need to attend events.
Yeah. Be part
Uh,
of the community as a whole and not just a removed part of it. That's what you're saying, I guess.
yes. So I think my network was a little bit. Yeah. So
Okay.
we need to just make things. We need to enter into the business
Yeah.
arena. You understand? For me, like I've been very adamant, but what works for me lies within me that
Yeah.
I know. You understand? Is I don't want to be on the spotlight,
Yeah.
but I want to be impactful in my circle and
Okay.
then attract the external.
The ripple
You
effects,
understand?
right?
That's my rule. That's my rule.
Okay.
You won't see me where you will see John, for example.
Okay.
You understand? But
Because he doesn't wear tight pants
when
like
they
you.
are looking, yeah, but when they are looking for
Yep.
something to be delivered,
Yep.
you will see that, oh yeah, someone in between within the
Yep.
place they are looking for, we say, okay, contact Wealthy Chelsea.
Yeah.
He will deliver. Why? Because I've been able to serve my
Yep.
community. I've been able to serve my surrounding, which is actually the tool to connect to the external. So
Okay.
that's my own strategy. I don't book free events and attend like that. I don't. But I use my digital power,
Yeah.
understanding to connect. I have connection in different platforms. You understand? When you say, oh, where this Chelsea, they already know. Oh, I've seen, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. But the thing is, I've been able to sacrifice
Yeah.
within my community. I'm able to
To get
build
things
that brand,
across. Yeah.
reputable brand that is working for me. You
Yeah.
understand? So there is still a lot to do. I've not arrived yet, but there
Yeah.
is still
Yeah.
a lot.
Okay.
So we just need to find out what is working for us and then double down. So people
Yes,
don't
there
want
you
to
go.
try. People are scared. Don't be scared.
So they have to
Yeah.
make that leap of faith, right?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
I know you have you're literally working from home and your studio at the same time. What I can say right now is that if you want more, if you want to be part of this great thing that Wealthy Shares is up to, what we're doing right now, where do we find you though? How do we get to you? What's
Just type Wealthy Chelsea anywhere you will find
anywhere and
me.
everywhere on all platforms?
Yes,
Wealthy
it's the
Shares on all
same.
platforms.
It's yeah, the same
Yeah.
name on all platforms,
Okay.
and that is what it is. You can easily
Yeah.
find me, and that's
So
one thing for artists. Yes,
follow
also
me, and you will
yes,
connect, and we, on a bigger level, on a grander scale, and we can
yeah,
continue this but we'll continue to follow you and see what you're up to, and every time you make any giant stride or any stride that you think we need to know about, feel free to give me a shout, and like you've been
okay,
doing, like we usually do, from time to time, we give we connect again and say, hey, this is what's happening, and let's get together and talk about it some more. So I'll
awesome.
just, I'd like to thank everyone who joined us today. And I know that a lot of them are people that you are quite close to. Those that joined, hey, I see you, Verti, I see you, I see you, I see you. Official Paulus, I see you too. Everyone that has been part of today's chit chat, today's chopping up of and sharing of nuggets. A big thank you to you, and of course to you, Mr. Wealthy Shezi, for making
Thank
time
you,
for
bro.
this.
Pleasure, pleasure.
I know you're a busy man, so but a big thank you to
I'm
you,
not
and we will
busy.
continue this.
I'm just
You're
working.
always busy. You're always busy. You're in your basement counting the rubber.
Well, oh my God.
And one last word, a word of advice to those who are hoping to break out and make more impact in society today. What would be the advice to them from you?
uh, I would say keep working on yourself.
Yep.
Find that value point. That preposition they always say
Yep.
in business, value preposition. So
Yep.
what do you want to put on the table? Make it clear, make it obvious, and
Yep.
then the sky will be the starting point, in my
Yep.
opinion. and then be consistent and humble in your craft,
Consistent, big
because
word there. Yep, yep, yep.
people see it when you are not the man of your craft.
Yep.
So, and that's what turns a lot of people up.
Off,
You
yep.
understand? Off, sorry. So, yeah, I think that would be what I would say.
Okay.
And just,
Brother
yeah,
man.
don't be money driven.
Yeah, let's hope so. Brother man, thank you very much. And all of you guys
Pleasure,
out there,
bro.
thank you for being a part of today's show. We will be coming back to you very, very soon. Hopefully next week we bring on another guest and you can join us and ask some questions also. And Mr. John, I see all your comments. Thank you very much. Onyi, I see you. Official Paulus, thank you very much. So that's it. Thank you. Talk to you guys soon. Yeah? All right. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Saeed.